Good morning. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, friends.
All right, let's honestly jump right into it because we want to keep this on the shorter side. Basically, what we're going to do is chat a little bit. Yeah. Oh, I can hear myself, and I don't want to do that. Um, Sorry, that totally threw me off. My own voice came through the headphones. But we're going to chat a little bit, do a 45-minute reading sprint, and then chat a bit more, and then hop off. So if you're reading, if you're writing, you're welcome to join us. If you're just hanging out and want to ask questions, that's welcome too. Taylor, Amina, and I have been doing the 24-hour reading challenge for, this is day 2. How are we feeling? Yeah.
You go ahead and start.
It's great. Yeah, to be honest, I have not been doing too well with reading. But I've been in a reading slump for like a long time now, and I think just trying to jump into reading at all has been really good for me. I did already get through one book, technically we could call it that, yesterday. And that was Happy Place. I basically read a little bit of it and then skimmed and DNF'd. But yeah, now I'm reading Belladonna as well as Women Who Run with the Wolves. So I'm probably going to bounce between these two books.
Nice.
Very nice.
For me, I barely got any reading done yesterday. Like I have a little 24-hour timer on my phone, and I still have 22 hours and 35 minutes left. So what is that? An hour and a half that I've read. But that's good because in the last few days, I can't remember how many hours I've read. But I'm currently reading The Ghostwriters Club, and I talked a little bit about it yesterday, but it's so good, guys. It's by Cody Wayne Morris, or Cody the Writer, on YouTube. So you guys should check it out. But that's what I'm reading for now.
Yeah. And I'm almost done with Muse of Nightmares. I finished Strange the Dreamer yesterday and started this yesterday, and I have this much left. So I've been burning through these.
Oh my god.
Honestly though, I'm a little scared because it's been going well for me because I've been so invested in these books. What's gonna happen when they're done? Where am I gonna turn, Anyway. We have some hellos in chat if you guys want to say hi. Tia says,
oh my god. Stop, Tia.
And then Joy is here, which I don't know. I just love seeing familiar faces. We have CK in the chat too. Charlie. And then this one made me laugh. I love that Amina's in bed. Really
guys, yesterday I was in the most uncomfortable chair, and I was like, I'm not doing that again. We're just reading. I just need to be cozy, and I like to read in bed. So I'm comfortable today.
No, yeah, you're so right. I like my chair, but it goes back a little too far. Hold on.
Yeah, I've got this big comfy bench, so I can really sprawl out.
Yeah. I love your little corner though with the shelves.
Yeah, it is really cute.
So this is like my dining table, my desk, where we live, laugh, love. Yeah.
You live, laugh, love. Not the live, laugh, love.
Also, Lynn, your outfit? So cute.
Oh, thank you. Here,
again,
like a little
always.
thrifted. I've been actually addicted to thrifting, but specifically there's a consignment store in my town. So I give them items and get credit, or I just started doing this. So, but their stuff is really cheap and really nice. And I like going there a little bit too much. And then we have Miley. Is it
Miley?
Miley. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
no,
not 24 hours straight.
I've done that before, and we're not doing it again.
I could not. We love ourselves. We're doing 8-hour chunks over 3 days.
Yes.
How many hours would you guys say you've clocked, or have you been keeping track?
I tried to keep track yesterday, and it overwhelmed me. So I was like, you know what, Taylor, we're just going to try to read as much as possible and be really intentional with it over the next 3 days. And my goal basically is to finish Belladonna, which I think I can do. It's really easy to read, and I'm already hooked. So those are my goals right now. But I used to do the timer thing.
Yeah, I'm currently doing the timer thing, and it's not going to be, at least for me, in 3 days, just whenever the timer is done.
It's done.
So whenever I get 24 hours in 3, 4, 5, how many days?
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I'm doing the timer thing too, but I keep like forgetting to because it's a stopwatch, so I like start it when I read.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That's what I did, and then I accidentally like closed out of it, and it like lost completely. And I was like, okay, cool, we're done. It's like, forget it then. I'm not trying.
It's kind of stressful to have like a clicking or a ticking.
Yeah, and it like stays on like the top by your camera. For me, it
Yeah.
does, and I'm like, I don't like it.
Oh, we have Ari in the chat. Hello,
Hey,
hello.
girl.
Oh, so many friends. Okay. Do we have anything else to share? I don't know.
Is anyone in the chat also reading?
Yeah,
And
what are you guys reading?
Or are you writing?
Good
So good.
question.
Amina, you're such a good host.
Me?
Question.
Girl,
Yes!
the way that you just made my heart so warm because I get anxious in situations like this. So
It's anxiety inducing, yeah.
For
But
sure.
I feel like it's chill, it's a pretty small pocket of people. We're just here to relax and have a good time.
We're just friends.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Oh, Fall is writing. Sorry, I go out of order in the chat, and it drives me insane when I do it. So I need to stop. Oh my god, 19-hour drive.
Jeez.
Joy.
Joy, you should have stopped by to say hey to me because I'm in Florida.
Yeah.
So
What?
True.
we could have linked up or something next time.
I just started How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager.
I love that title.
What a title.
Yeah.
What a title. Yeah. Okay. Tia's reading the chat. Oh my gosh, you guys are so much fun.
It counts.
Oop. Oh girl, I wish I did. Oop.
Girl, next
The
time.
Midwestern. Oop. I've been saying it more and more.
Oh.
My partner is joking that I'm becoming Midwestern. I feel like I have this bad habit of like, I move a lot, so I just kind of absorb character traits. Yeah, but the accent is popping out. I'm saying "ope," "sorry," like it's.
Oh, not the story.
Not the story.
Not the story.
Oh no. Yeah, I'm so like in the Bay Area, my friend who I grew up with, like when I moved out here, I remember we called like after not talking for years, and she was like, "Oh my God, where did your accent go?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, "What is this? Like, who are you?" And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I don't even hear it." So I get that. It does. That happens.
Seeps into the like brain.
Yeah.
It's just yeah. Okay, we should probably start to be. Wait, where did it go? Okay, is 45 minutes good? How are we feeling?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, let's get it. See you guys on the other side.
Bye.
Okay, I think we're done. Timer's up. How is everyone? Excuse me. How was that?
So good.
I'm eating it up. I'm having a great time.
Is this still Belladonna?
Yeah, I ended
Nice.
up taking off this cover, and it's like a special edition.
Oh,
Yeah, she's gorgeous. I was about to say.
I got this. I don't remember if I got. Oh, I got it from a library sale in Montana. I want to say
Ooh.
some random town in Montana. And yeah, this was underneath. So, but it was from a library, I guess. Like they discontinued it from there. So I saw like something underneath of it, and I was like, wait a second. It's stunning. But yeah, I got through I think like 3 chapters. I didn't get too far, but I'm loving this. This is so good. Having a great time.
Good.
Yeah,
How
I'm
about you,
really.
Mina?
Oh, I need to stop the timer. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know how many pages I read because I don't really keep track on Kindle, but I think I'm like 30%. Yeah, 34% through the book. So, and I have 1 minute left in my chapter. I was like, oh, let me try to hurry up before.
Oh,
But it's okay. I'll just keep reading later. But
we'll get there.
it's
Yeah,
so
we'll get there. I can't wait. I got my copy like last week, and I have some other stuff to read before I get there, but I am so excited to read it.
Yeah.
Oh, love that.
I finished this one.
Ooh.
She was so good. I've read her before though, and I started Taylor's Choice for me, so I'm very much enjoying it. I'm very short amount into it, but also wait, can we get a commotion for my bookmark?
Oh my god.
My mom got this in Turkey. She's a little world traveler.
What is that made out of?
Pretty. It's actually embroidered. Yeah, it's embroidered on like kind of like a thin fabric, but
wow.
That is really pretty.
It is machine embroidery, but I love the like gold. Anyway, yeah. Drained. I honestly, reading is tiring.
Oh yeah.
It's making me tired.
You've read so much though.
I know. I'm not
I've
even
been really into it. No, I haven't read this much in a long time, but it's like making me want to write. Like all I want to do right now is write, and I am holding off. I'm trying to like bottle the energy and save it up.
Yeah.
That's what I was just telling my vlog before we started. I was like, I'm actually so desperate to write. I'm doing a writing stream tonight though with Joy. So at 7 Central.
Yeah.
So
okay, perfect. I will probably hop on. I should be done reading by then, right? Like there's no possible way that I can read.
You deserve a break to read.
Yeah, I miss Project Crips. Yeah, so everyone go over to, is it on Joy's channel or your channel?
It's over on Joy's.
Okay, perfect. Good to know. Shut up. Z is also reading Emily Henry, which I recall.
Interesting.
Struggling a little yesterday.
I hope you love it, Z. I hope you love it. Funny Story. I liked Funny Story, actually. It was pretty good. I liked it. I like the male main character in it. He's very Nick Miller from New Girl vibes. So
I love Nick Miller. Shut up.
Yeah.
That's like him and Ben
Schmidt.
from Parks and Rec are like the two like sitcom men.
Mm-hmm.
Adam's here. Hey Adam. Hi Kingston. Okay, yeah. Taylor, you are just
girl, for real.
It's your full-time job. Like, goodness gracious.
I don't know how you do it. Like I get exhausted after a stream.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
You won a month.
Me too.
Oh no.
It's cool. It's totally fine.
I had a question in here. It's actually writing related, but you know, we can answer it.
Yeah.
How do you keep yourself motivated to keep writing / brainstorming when you're still in the planning / first draft stages? Because it's hard to imagine the end goal when you're first starting.
I need to think.
I also need to think. I feel like everyone has kind of different obstacles. That was so vague. But when it's like it comes to self-motivation, not to be like girl who just started therapy, but it's I mean, you really have to, like, look inward and see what is blocking you from staying motivated. For me, it's very much like a fun element. If I'm not having a good time with the story, I really struggle to get anywhere, really. But it could be, like, self-doubt, it could be maybe something in the story is missing, like, there's yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say too, was like if you're passionate about it and like you're looking forward to writing it and it's things that you're having fun doing, like that's what keeps me motivated. Like even with Venture Below's like rewrite, like I'm having so much fun with these characters, with this world, and like genuinely like I look forward to it. It's almost like a treat to be able to write it.
Yeah.
And if it's I mean, I've definitely had books or moments even with this draft where I felt like it isn't. And I've done something new where I've actually gone back and seen where I lost the fun. And I'd be like, okay, where something is wrong, like something is not correct here. But yeah, I totally agree with what Lynn said.
Mhm.
Yeah, same. I also agree. And heavy on the it's very like personal about what is keeping you, because for me, I'm a perfectionist, and so what keeps me
Mhm.
from being motivated is when I don't think it's good enough, or I'm like putting like too much pressure on the first draft.
Mm,
And so for me, what's helped, which is like an ongoing thing. I don't think I'm ever going to be like completely cured of this, because some months or weeks I'm really good at it, some months a week or weeks I'm sucking at it. But to
yeah.
me, just like taking off the pressure and realizing that nobody needs to read this. This is just for me. I don't need to be perfect in everything. And I just want to have a good time and trying to take the perfection out of it. I used to be also that type of person. Maybe I still am, but I don't know if anyone can relate. Like if you ever get a new notebook and like that first page for me,
It's so
dude,
hard.
that was always so
Mhm.
hard for me. And I have so many notebooks from childhood, which I don't know if that's, yeah, there's something psychological about that. But like that I haven't, like I did not write in because I was like, it's too perfect. It's such a cute notebook. I
Mhm.
can't mess it up. But
I
like
have a journal like that.
having, yeah, like if it's so pretty, I'm like, I can't mess it up with my handwriting, with my thoughts or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
like
my god,
I
what the hell?
can't see myself writing in that. But a
Mm.
tip that I learned was literally making the first page so messy, like just drawing in it, scribbling in it, making it ugly, so then it like takes away that pressure for me. So
Yeah.
Mm.
to me, like kind of similar in writing, and just even if it's like the first chapter just dialogue and I'm like insert this later, fix this later, whatever, just making it rough because it's a rough draft helps me to not think that I have to make everything so perfect. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. That's something that I have a friend who's like that, and I have a bit of it too with, like, the starting notebooks thing. She's a visual artist, so, like, when I give her a new sketchbook or whatever, I'll draw on the first page to, like, take that pressure off, and I
Mhm.
feel like that could be a good thing too, is, like, have someone you love just, like, mess up that
Yeah.
first page, and then
Yeah.
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 That's a
Um,
great idea. I like
yeah. I say I do that, but I've only done it once ever, so I need to do it more, but yeah. I do agree someone in here was like, it's less about motivation, more about habit. I think it's a combination of the
Mhm.
2. Yeah, because yes, habit building is important, but I think habits can become stale. Like, there's that risk of, like, I don't know, I'm kind of a hippie, I'm like, I have to love the art, I have to feel it, I have to, like, be in
Mhm.
love with the
Yeah.
characters, the story, the world, otherwise, like, what am I putting on the page? But
Yeah.
habit
And
building is very
sorry.
important. Go, no, go
I was
ahead, go ahead.
I was gonna say also I feel like depending on your goals for writing, like is it something you want to be a big thing, your job, or is it just like a hobby thing? Because I also understand the mentality of like, oh, I need to be disciplined with whatever I feel like doing. But for right now, writing is for fun, and I don't want to be
Mhm.
disciplined in fun.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I guess it also depends, like, what do you want to do with your writing? Can also
Yeah.
depend on, do you rely on
Also
motivation?
very true. Yeah. I think something that has helped me, like, sustain over, like, years of publishing failure is, like, I have always been like, "Well, I want this to publish and, like, I want to be a professional writer in that sense," but I'm also just, like, so I try to focus as much as I can on just, like, well, just finish the book and, like, make it good versus
Yeah,
like
because you have to do that first.
exactly, like having a goal outside of your control can be detrimental because like if you don't make that goal, it can be very devastating. Speaking from freaking experience, but yeah, I don't know. It's different for everyone. Salome says you need motivation and discipline doesn't have to be rigid / boring / negative. Yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks. I have ADHD, so like doing the same thing every day, day in, day out would destroy me. But
Yeah.
I think, yeah, discipline doesn't have to be those things. Push through the hard parts to get to the good parts.
Yeah.
It's like a reward.
It's like
it is. There's someone, I think it's Susan Denard, who talks about like writing toward cookies, where it's like she has these scenes that she's really excited to write, and then she like pushes herself to, I guess, write linearly to get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Any other questions? We are trying to keep these short because we're pretty burned out.
But there's gonna be another one tomorrow on Taylor.
Yes. Yeah. Taylor's. Ooh. We have to talk about the time. I have an appointment, but we'll discuss. Cool. But tomorrow we have one on Taylor's too, and it'll be all three of us. Oh, another quick question from Tia. How do you manage deadlines? I've been working on a project for 2 years and I have to send it to Brielle next year, and I'm afraid I will not finish in time.
Not the TM.
Real. Funny. I don't know. I mean, do you guys impose deadlines on yourselves? Like, I want to finish this book by XYZ date?
I have soft deadlines within my hard deadlines. I'll put it that way. Like in my head, my goal is to publish this second edition of Venture Below on my birthday, which is August 26th. So it's like very soon, but I also give myself, and I'm so grateful to be an indie author where I'm not going to beat myself up over it if, like, you know what I'm saying? Like if what I am doing is not as polished or as ready, like I'm not just going to put something out to put something out, but I am going to push myself in a healthy amount to get to that goal. So it's like, for me, I want to be done with this draft in like a few weeks, which is kind of crazy of me. And am I anywhere near that? No. So we'll see. But yeah, I do have some soft deadlines, but I've learned I don't usually listen to them. So that's why I do kind of challenges or like live streams, because I realize that pushes me further, like to be on time with my deadline, than if I am just like really casual about it. And I'm like, well, if I happen to hit it in July, then like, cool. Yeah. I don't know if any of that makes sense, but
no,
it does. It does. Yeah. It's like almost like an aspirational.
Yeah.
Like reach for the moon, even if you miss.
Yeah. I feel like this whole time I've been writing, I haven't had deadlines. It's just now that I'm starting to give myself deadlines, and like you said, having soft ones between like hard ones. So I do think that that's helpful, and also having like an accountability buddy or someone who can keep you on track, which is really good for all those people pleasers out there, because sometimes it's really easy to let yourself down. It sounds so sad, but like, yeah, let yourself down over other people. And not that I think that's a good thing, but you can use that to your advantage. You know what I mean? And
that's so true. Like Natalie is that for me, and I'm that for her, where she's like, hey, where the hell is my chapter? Like, what's going on? Have you written this week? And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry, I'll write. But it's like in a good, you know what I'm saying? Like it's healthy. Like that support. Yeah.
Especially if you like break it up into smaller bite-sized like goals, and not just having like, oh my god, by January I have to send this whole thing to Brielle, but maybe just think of it, okay, next month or whatever, I'm gonna get to this milestone, and then the next month, and so on and so forth, because writing a whole book is so hard. Like,
it is so hard.
What the heck? So yeah.
I have like, I guess I'm kind of in a different era now where I have like publishing deadlines. And for me, it's just honestly like for revision specifically, putting in the legwork every day, and then before you know it, But yeah, breaking things up into chunks and like creating timelines. Like, okay, I should have chapter XYZ done by this point, and then X, so on and so forth. I like to go into things with a plan, and even if I don't like stick to that plan, like it'll keep me on track, so I'm not rushing toward the end. Oh, Tia, it's not. Sorry, it's not gonna be trash. There's
And also,
no shot.
the whole point of sending it to Brielle is so she can help you. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you're not trying to impress
Yeah.
her. She's not your teacher, not getting a grade. Like,
Yeah.
it's once you let go of it and send it to her.
It also shouldn't be perfect.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be perfect
because
because then you wouldn't need Brielle.
What is she gonna do? Yeah.
So yeah,
Be okay with sending her a rough draft, because it's not like you're sending her the published version.
Tia, no! Tia, no! No! Sorry. None of this.
But I feel that on a spiritual level.
I know, I'm like,
oh. I do, but you gotta let go of it.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, there comes a point where you just like force yourself to send it, and then it's sent.
Yeah.
You can't hurt yourself. But yeah.
Yeah.
Where was I before I went into this spiral? Oh, I have chapter trackers. I was gonna show you guys.
Oh, I was like, that's a good question. I don't know.
I never know. I never know where I'm going with any sentence.
But also, Tia, like, we're our worst critic. So it's like, you got to give yourself some grace, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really do.
I
Ooh.
worked out yesterday and my legs hurt so bad. But this is my chapter tracker that I used for MOTHSBLOOD revisions. So each symbol I would color in, and like that tactile kind of, I don't know, it was like reading the reward system.
A reward.
It's like a reward.
It's like a reward.
Yes.
I've also in the past set rewards, like if I finish Act 1, I get myself a little treat, or like, I think it's nice to have positive reinforcement sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once in a while.
Absolutely.
But yeah. Tia, I'm going to spray you with a water bottle every time you talk about perfectionism. We love the like aggressive support.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, don't talk about my friend like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I feel like Joy should be your critique partner then. Or not critique partner, your
but like buddy.
Accountability buddy, yes.
Yeah.
So she can harass you.
Send help.
We're here. We're here.
We are
telling you.
Yes,
thank you, CK.
Yes. There's another question in here. I think this will probably be the last one if everyone's okay with that. And then we'll log off and keep freaking reading. Any tips for how to build a writing and reading community for yourself? I'm finding it to be almost a lonely space for me right now. Sorry that it's lonely. It can get really lonesome for sure.
Yeah.
It kind of depends if your vibe is like in person or online. Either way, my tip is to just put yourself out there. Like, something I've been thinking a lot about is relationship reciprocity, not just like platonic, but any. And I think what I want to work on is being more forward, like being the person who reaches out, even if it feels uncomfortable for me, and not putting that burden on other people in order to maintain friendships. And I know that's really hard, but I think you have to be the change you want to see in the world, if that makes sense.
Whoa!
You have to be the one to a certain degree who like sees someone who you want to be friends with and like reach out to that person. Yeah. You have to be the one who, if you want community, starts building it. Because I don't know, I've been like that very passive person. I'm trying to break out of it in my relationships, and it's really damaged them. Like, I'll have these like, my cat is screaming.
I heard.
I thought it was a child.
I was like, oh.
Basically, might as well be a child. But yeah, I think it's a lot to put that burden on other people. Not saying that you're doing that, but like I've done that, and it's good to be the person who reaches out and makes people feel comfortable and makes those connections. And yeah, that's my advice.
Yeah.
What about you guys?
Yeah, I agree completely. For me, I mean, I was posting for a long time. I travel full time, so I'm always kind of isolated from that sense of community. I don't really have like a set like home or like found, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have a group of friends that I can go have dinner with all the time or like do anything. So for probably like 3 years, I was very isolated and didn't have that consistent like community base. And honestly, it was like fall slash winter of last year when I just started doing that and putting myself out there and commenting on more videos. And I was seeing people live streaming, and I was so petrified to ask. Like, I was so concerned. I like sat on this text message for like days, and I was like, oh, I don't want it to come across like I'm being weird or cringy or like desperate. Like, I just really want to like hang out. And I ended up texting Natalie and Cody and was like, hey, I don't know how to do any of the live streaming stuff, but like I would love to do that. And they were like, oh my gosh, like, of course, like, we'd love for you to live stream with us. And then it became like, you have like, I don't know, for me in my case, like I was afraid it would be taken the wrong way. But obviously, like, knowing on the other end, like, I would never assume that of the person asking, but it's just how you can overthink the situation in your head.
Yeah.
And that literally opened the door for me to make these connections and these friendships and for us to go on the writing retreat and all of that. And if I look back and I'm like, damn, like, if I hadn't have asked that question, like, none of this would have happened. Like, if I hadn't asked and like literally put myself out there to get the community, like, it just wouldn't have happened. And I'd been posting writing content and reading content for those 3 years, but it wasn't until I actually like did that I found community, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
agree with both of what you guys are saying. And I know we've talked extensively about this as well because I feel like there's not that much of a difference between people who have community and people who want community. The only
Mhm.
difference is putting yourself out there, like you guys were mentioning, and even just thinking about like how I'm on this live stream currently is because of me just commenting on one person's video and how
Yeah.
that one person became my friend and how that one friend introduced me to so many other new friends, and I also commented on other channels and stuff like that, been on live streams and commented. Like, even the people, majority of the people in the chat I've never talked to one-on-one before, but I recognize them and I view you guys as part of the
Yeah.
community. And
Yeah.
so first of all, I just want to tell you that you're already doing so good because now we know who you are. And
Yeah.
I think just being active in the community is the first step to being part of the community. Yeah, I feel like I used to be the type of person kind of just waiting around for like my friends to come find me, like, I'm right here, like, come on. And it's not even just with like AuthorTube or BookTube and whatever. Like, in school, when COVID happened, that was crazy, y'all. Like,
Mhm.
I have never been more isolated during that time, but I realized that if I want something to change, I have to change. You know what I mean? I have to put in that work. So yeah, I would just say put yourself out there. If somebody doesn't reciprocate and seem like they're interested in being your friend, I don't think it's like a bad thing. I don't think it has anything to do with you. If you don't click, you don't click, and that just means you can, keep moving forward and finding people that do. Cuz sometimes I think about it like nobody likes everybody. You know what I mean? Like, nobody can connect with everybody. And it doesn't mean you're a bad person or they're a bad person. It's just life, you know what I mean? And so I hope that nobody takes rejection as like a personal thing, or oh, they're not like messaging me back, or they didn't DM me, because sometimes life just happens. People
Yeah.
don't connect the same way, and I don't want that to ever be discouraging and being like, oh, I've tried but it's not working, and maybe it's something with me. It has nothing to do with you. You just haven't found your people yet, and there are people out there who will love you, support you, and are there for you. Because it's taken me 25 years to feel like so comfortable being myself and actually saying, oh my god, I have a good group of people that I really enjoy. And I feel like if I look back at past friendships, not all of them, of course, but like some people in and out of my life, I just don't think that was meant for me, you know what I mean? And so anyways, I just wanted to give that little speech. Sorry if I talked for way too long, but
No, not at all. Not at
you're in the
all.
right spot, girl, and just continue being active, and your people will be there.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Got lots of comments on community. All right. How do we feel about ending it here?
I'm
Good.
hungry.
Yeah,
My stomach's growling.
Nature is calling, like low key.
Oh no,
Has been calling since
Oh.
the time sprint. But anyway, we're gonna log off. But again, we're gonna be over on Taylor's channel tomorrow at a certain time. Thank you so much for joining us and for commenting and filling the space with your wonderful presences. I hope you got some reading and writing done. Bye.
Bye.